Rotate.
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 Hello? Hello? Is there anybody out there? We are ready to start. We're going to transition to scene without hitting key command because for some reason my key commands got messed up in the game. None of them got remembered, so I have to reset those, but I'll worry about that after the stream. Alrighty, today we are flying the CRJ-200 heading to Yellowstone. We're just going to go ahead and log into the ACAR system. Flight 43060 Yellowstone, scheduled departure at 1940.
Good afternoon.
Really? That long? I feel like it should be a little bit further on than that. That's 1855. Whatever. 50 passengers. Odds are, if we start boarding, we'll get out of here fast. Like, 50 passengers is not going to take that long to get on board. Alrighty. CRJ-200. Departure time at 1940. So, about 40 minutes out. I'm going to go ahead and request catering service. Not that this aircraft even has the necessary doors, but they'll at least get the trucks on the way. Actually, they'll come from over here, I think. While I'm waiting, I need to go ahead and get connected to VATSIM, actually. Start VPilot. Totally forgot to do that. What was our call sign? We are SkyWest 4306. SKW 4306. We are a CRJ 200. We're connected. And I did pre-file. Fetch my flight plan. Yep, that is the correct one. Alright. LA Center is online. We don't need to concern ourselves with that. Alrighty. I hear the truck's coming. Yep, here it comes. It's been a minute. It's been for frickin' ever since I have flown any of the RJs, much less the RJ-2. And I remember this plane being a bit special, so it's gonna be a fun one, I'm sure. What the hell's going on over there? Let me go ahead and set that to 2200. I don't think there's gonna be any controllers come online at this hour. Why is my phone dinging? What do you want from me? Yes, Twitch, you don't need to send me a notification when I go live. I'm well aware that I went live. So thank you. Okay. Oh, no, I want that on here. Alright, I need to download my operational flight plan onto my iPad here. Let's see, where's Dropbox? Wait, do I even have Dropbox running? I don't, I need to run Dropbox real quick. Everything happened so fast. Let's see, get Dropbox going on here. Real quick, When is boarding time for us? I know it's flashing. Sorry. I need to read something real quick. Tax boarding begins at 19:10. All right. So we have 10 minutes before they get on board. While Dropbox is booting up, let me get my charts ready. Let's go ahead and set the aircraft up. I want this on 122.8 on the standby, and this should be 122.0. Route, I'll fill that in a second. Anti-skid is arm, gear down, Overhead, we still need a fuel, so... Oh, we do have a door controller on here. I want you to plan mode. Give me a 320 zoom. I think that's your maximum. Yep. And show me airspace. All right. No, this is filled in yet. That air met is for turbulence, and we will have to deal with it, so we're going to have our seatbelt sign on through most of the flight, actually, if not the entire flight. All right, that's set to Salt Lake City. Bring up my charts. Go. All right, Dropbox is up and running. I'm going to refresh it on here. Hello, refresh Dropbox. Okay, I'm going to reboot it on the iPad. It should have updated by now. It was just a single PDF. There it is. Alright, 4306 to Yellowstone. Why did the sounds just change? Alright, I'm going to call for the fuel truck. Request refueling. Alright, let's fill in the flight plan real fast. We are departing Salt Lake City and heading for Yellowstone, which is WYS. Yep. Our departure procedure is the Rugged 1 departure. What is the runway we can expect? I think the 3-4s, if I remember correctly. Yes, 3-4. 3-4 left is what we can expect then. Alright, I'll select 3-4 left. And the filter transition. After that, direct SABAT. Then direct Targy, P-A-R-G-Y. And that is it. There's the route. I'm going to go to Perfinite. If I remember correctly, it takes a minute for the fuel truck to get here. At this airport, I don't even know where he spawns. So we got a minute before fuel truck even shows up. Alright, fuel is not accurate yet because we don't have any fuel on, or the actual fuel loaded yet. Our zero fuel weight for this flight, we don't know yet. Our reserves are 4.2. Cost index is 24. Cruising altitude. Flight level 340. That seems awful high for such a short flight. Okay. I know SimBrief has a problem with with shorter flights. It likes to give you altitudes that are way too high. Winds are 290.85. Oop. 290 at 85 here. And ISA deviation is -3. Our climb speed. What is our cruise speed today? Now vlog cruising at 0.77 and 253. So I'm gonna have us climb at 290, 0.76 will be our climb speed. And then cruising at 253.77. And descending will be the same thing as climb. Actually, I'll have it 7.4 instead. It'll give us a little less energy to dissipate when we get down low. Did I just shoot? Oh. What is our fuel load? Seven, 4, 5, 4, so this one. All right, and they are fueling the aircraft. We got a message here. That was catering service complete. Speaking of fuel, let's take a look at the fuel plan. 7.4 is blocked and released. Minimum takeoff is 7.3. We don't have a lot of wiggle room on the taxi. As usual, we'll do a twin, both engines on the taxi. Just for now. Alright, so that's a map at a zoom of 10 miles. I think will be fine. Want bearing 1 on the FMS, and bearing 2 can be on VOR. Not that I really use that page all that often. Alright. As soon as the fueling's done, we can turn fuel pumps on. Since we only have 50 passengers on board today, it's not very many people on this airplane, really. 50 is actually a full plane for this. It won't take us long to get everyone on board. Just gonna set my autopilot up. I want you at flight level 230. Alright, I'm going to connect FDC. And real quick, let's run our pre-flight checks.
Pre-start checklist.
Okay, pre-start checks. Parking brake.
Set.
Circuit breakers.
Check.
Safety checks.
Completed.
Oxygen crew supply.
Tested.
Tested. Pressurization.
Set.
Right.
Display.
Yep, it's on.
Flight instruments.
Check.
Flight director.
Yep, it's on.
Fuel levers.
Cut off.
Oh, TCAS is
Pre-start
working.
checklist complete.
By his landing, it looks like. I did see a TCAS contact, didn't I? Yeah, over there. Or he's taken off. It's an A319. Looks like a United there. There's a company over there. So for the first time in a while, there's actually people at Salt Lake. That's kind of a rarity. And they have current scenery. That's an even more of a rarity. Let me look on Simaware real quick and see what's around. Let's see. The guy that just took off is United 321 on its way to Las Vegas. I was going to do a Las Vegas flight, but then didn't want to. Guy over there is heading to GPI. It's a 737-700. I'm guessing he's on the new sim, probably. Doesn't tell me what that United flight is. Showed up as an Airbus. So I'm guessing an Airbus. I wonder how many airplanes here are actually flying the new PMDG. That's an A320. That's a Cessna 310. That's a DC-3. Look at 3 planes and not even one of them is the new one. There's an 800. There's a 900. There's a 900. There's the 700 right there. I was expecting to see like every plane be a 737-700, but so far, most of them haven't been. Which is kind of amusing. Alright, it is time to start boarding. I'm going to let them finish fueling first. Total fuel, we got 7... Alright, they just finished fueling. Alright, they're ready to start boarding. Fueling is done. I'm gonna wait just a little bit. Because, 50 passengers is not gonna take long to get on board.
Glide slope.
Yeah, might as well test that. Reset 220. Set that to TARA. This doesn't actually even work on that sim. It's a AI traffic only one, but this one's working, so I don't really need it. Set to 1022. Alright, I'm gonna review my charts real quick. Airport diagram. I can clear this, actually, all these little doodles on it. Clear all that. Get the thingy. Let me find ATIS app real quick. ATIS. Give me the ATIS for Salt Lake. Our 3-4s are in use. Let's see. Taxiway Hotel closed between Hotel 6 and Hotel 3. I think I remember. Yeah. That whole area right there is closed. I'm just going to mark all that. Hotel closed between Hotel 6 and Hotel 3. This whole area, all 3 of these taxiways are closed. Hotel 4 and Hotel 5 are closed. Taxiway Yankee between Hotel 6 and Hotel 4 is closed. Our 6412 Alpha and Charlie are active below 9,000. That's south of us. So all the stuff that was on Bravo is not closed anymore. It's just that area over there. Alright. What about my SID? It was the Rugged 1 departure, I believe. Well, a bit out of date, but whatever. Alright, Rugged 2 departure. Climb left turn heading 340 to 310, which we have set. I'm gonna select 350, I think. No, it's gotta be 330. Yeah, 330 will be fine. 330, and then radar vectors to, I believe, Rugged is the first waypoint. Bubby is our first waypoint with a crossing restriction at or above 11,000. Which we shouldn't have any problem meeting. And then we're taking the halter transition, so it's Bubby, Rugged, Cloud, Swaggy, Halter. Bubby, Rugged, Cloud, Swaggy, Halter. Yep, that is all correct. Now, real quick, where is our top of descent? Should have that on the OFP. Our dispatch top of descent is prior to Sabbath. It is, of course, the distance on here. 8 miles prior to Sabbath is the calculated top of descent. So I'm just going to round that up to 10 then. It'll make our lives easier. Alright. Go ahead and flip the fuel pumps on. And let's go ahead and get boarding started. Okay, weather at Yellowstone reported winds 20 at 19, 3018. Visibility is 3 statute miles, runways dry. Oh, we might get some inclement weather to deal with. Fun. Alright, they're boarding passengers now. Still no ATC online. Our departure time was 1940, but I'm willing to bet we'll get out of here earlier than that. We just have to figure out what our zero fuel weight is, and then I can start doing some takeoff thrust calculations. Which, do I even have that on here? What do? Awesome, it's gonna make my life easier. Takeoff power. Ooh, we even have flex temp. So let me figure out what our pressure altitude is real quick. I'm just going to use E6BX for that. Give me the weather reports at Salt Lake. Pressure altitude right now is 3.9 thousand, so we'll just say 4. Full thrust at temperature. What's the temp? Temperature is 18 degrees. So full thrust at our current temp would be not applicable. We'd have to derate. Let's go with a 20% derate. Flexed 20. That'll be 90% N1, which I don't even think we can set on here. We just have to manually select 90. This is a small airplane. It should have no problem. Turn the stall thing on. Can we even set a takeoff thrust thing? I don't think we can. I think we are... Yeah, we have to manually set that on this airplane. Alright. We'll just manually set that then. And now we wait. That's the thing with being a pilot. There's a lot of waiting. Oh, we're at the far gate, too. It's gonna be fun. I wonder when they're going to get the other side of the terminal opened up. If I go to top down, you can actually see it. It is in the scenery. It's under construction right now. Oh, that plane's pushing back. Let's check him out. He is this guy right here. He shows up as an Airbus. I'm pretty sure he was listed as a 737 though. He just started his engines. What's the yeah, he's showing up as an A320, so I wonder if he's in the fly-by-wire then. I'm guessing he's in the new sim. Oh, all our packs are on board already. Ooh, not the button I wanted to hit, this button.
Doors closed and we're ready.
Alright, let's get our zero fuel weight. 43.4. Takeoff, flaps 8. Alright, I'm gonna listen to the weather real quick.
Kilo Sierra Lima Charlie Airport information Golf 1854 Zulu weather wind 009er at 9er visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 9,500 temperature 18 dew point -2 altimeter 3018 advise on initial contact you have information Golf.
Alright. Okie dokie then.
Kilo
Yeah, I heard you. Info golf. Alright, I'm just going to take note. 7.4 released, 7.4 on board, pumps on. Minimum fuel is 7.3. Oh, 7.3. We'll just keep that in mind since it is so close. Look at the airport diagram. Go ahead and get that up. Need to figure out things with this iPad. Take it out of its case real quick. Where's my little holder? Holder. Come here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get us going for departure, so we're moving the jetway. As soon as that's out the way, we can shut the door. Alright. Go ahead and shut the door. Go and get the APU started. As soon as I find the switch for it, I think I'll sign on. APU start. Prepare for pushback and departure. Yes, I want pushback. You're cleared for departure.
The aircraft is cleared to go.
Alright, ground crew is getting ready.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
APU bleeds on. Probes off, pump, generator on. Hydraulics all off. And beacon light on. Before start checks.
Before start checks.
Okay. Before start checks. APU.
Running.
Fuel sheet, fuel quantity.
Checked, okay.
FMC.
Set and checked.
Takeoff data.
Check.
Departure
MC.
check completed.
Set,
Bypass
off.
fan inserted. Release parking
Cabin
brakes.
time.
On and on.
Doors.
Closed.
transponder.
Okay, that's set.
Release marking
Beacon light switch.
Is on.
Before start checks complete.
All right, brakes off.
Commencing
Parking
push.
brake. Off.
All engines clear.
1,
Start
2,
at will.
6. 1, 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 6. 1, 3, 4 are RV speeds. I'm gonna have 116 as my V1. Just gonna enter that in as there, even though V1's actually the same as VR in this aircraft in this setting. That mode C on. All right, we'll start engine number 1.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Brake pressure up.
For good engine start.
Unstable, start number 2. Alright, 2 stable. Good engine start. Gens on. APU gen off. Hydraulics engine 1 on and off. Complete air control for the engines, please. Probes on. And we can flip the APU off. After start checks.
After start checks.
Okay. After start check.
Unlocking gear.
Generator control switches. On. Pitot
Tow
heat.
truck disconnected.
On.
Bypass pin removed.
Anti-ice. Off. Bleed air. Checked. After start checks complete.
Alright. Flight control check. Pull left. Pull right. Nose forward.
Left is clear.
Nose back.
Right is clear.
Rudder left. Rudder right. Flight control check is good. Waiting on the ground equipment to get clear. Alright, ground crew is clear. Taxi light on. Throttle up just a bit. Brakes off.
Parking brake. Off. Okay on the right.
Okay on the left.
There's that flight in front of us. Check. We're good. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call us on Taxi Chaff. Salt Lake traffic, SkyWest 4306, taxiing runway 34 left, Salt Lake. Alright, we'll basically just follow that company right there. Take the same taxiway as him. Alright, we're clear at the ramp, so flaps to 8.
Flaps 10.
Taxi checks.
Taxi checks.
Okay. Taxi checks. Taxi light switch. On. Flaps. Flaps 10. Spoilers. Idle. Flight controls. Checked. Trim. 1 unit. Checklist complete.
Safety briefing is complete. I think we've gone below minimum fuel for takeoff already, but it's fine. Company traffic is lining up. We're next in line for departure. Seat the flight attendants. For takeoff checks.
Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
Okay, before takeoff checks.
Okay. Before takeoff checks. Takeoff configuration. Set. Ignition. Continuous. Flight attendants. Notified. External lights. On. Checklist complete.
I didn't hear the second ding. So you get the message though. Alright. Well, traffic SkyWest 4306, lining up 34 left, waiting on the company. He's a bit bigger than us, so I'm going to give him at least a minute, but it should take us about that long just to get lined up. Okay, runway's verified. For some reason, Ross is on the wrong sound thing. So I will fix that as soon as I get lined up. Lost sight of that company. I don't know where he went. I'm going to hold here for the time being. Landing and strobe lights on. Let me fix that real quick. Where's that? I don't know why it's set to the wrong one entirely. There we go. The company traffic disappeared. He's still out there. He's not on TCAS and he should be no factor. Alright. Salt Lake traffic, SkyWest 4306, taking off runway 34 left, Salt Lake. Alright, throttle up. Check power. Green, takeoff, 90%. Power set.
Airspeed active. 80 knots.
Check.
100 knots. Rotate. V2.
Okay, up. You really gotta give this thing some nose up authority, don't you?
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear going up. Gear up and lock.
Thank you.
Russ. How much trim do we need? Wow. 3 units. Alright, flaps up.
Flaps up.
After takeoff checks.
After takeoff checks.
Okay, after takeoff checks. Landing gear. Up. Flaps. Flaps up. Taxi light switch. Off. Logo lights. Off. Checklist complete.
Alright, I'm gonna have us go direct Bubby now. Zoom, normal climb. Flock of birds that are 1 o'clock right there. I'm gonna hold this heading so we can get around them before we turn. There's like always a flock of birds right over here. I don't know what it is. I don't want to fly into them. Right, I'm gonna turn. Do a gentle turn around them. Back towards the waypoint.
Release the crew to work.
bit past rug. We're just gonna head direct rug, actually, instead of trying to track to it. Since I had to navigate around that flock of birds. Put those down trim, please. Alright, we're coming up on flight level 180. I'm going to go ahead and set the autopilot, yaw dampener on, and autopilot engaged. Just going to let it do its thing. We're going to nose down a bit. I want to set speed hold 290 knots. I'll let the aircraft speed up.
Transition altitude. Altimeters.
Standard 29902.
Landing lights off. Climb checks.
Climb checks.
Okay. Climb checks.
Check landing lights.
Landing
are on,
lights
please.
off. Pressurization.
We're at
check.
18,000. They should be off.
Autopilot on. Climb checks complete.
We'll let it make this turn. And it looks like we are going to be going in. And I know we're going to be climbing into some turbulence. Expecting moderate turbulence through the climb, actually, and through the flight. So as soon as we roll wings level, I'm going to turn the half bank on. Let's do a quick fuel check real quick. Passed rugged with 6.6. Alright, we're pretty much right on the flight plan then. We were supposed to land with 5.1. We're going to have 4.0. That should get better during cruise, though. Really does not want to speed up, does it? Alright, let's turn the half bank on. That way it's a bit of a smoother ride. Speed hold on. Climb at 1500. I don't think we're making it up to 340. I'm going to select 290. I think that's where the real flight usually is. I don't think we're making it higher than that. I'll check Simaware real quick. There's an aircraft in front of us, but he's well below us, so he's no factor. Yeah, there's pretty much nobody around us to really worry about. Airplane, I need you to, like, maintain the right climb speed. Okay, speed hold off. I'm going to manually handle the climb. Let's set about 93% and 1. Just 1,000 feet per minute climb. Let it speed back up to climb speed. I know it's an RJ200, so it's a bitch when it comes to speed management. Yeah, we're not making it up to 340. Put us at flight level 290. That is as high as we're getting. We might not even make it to that. She is not wanting to climb. I don't want to push the throttle any harder. Traffic's down there somewhere. He's in that valley, I believe. He might not. He probably is like right in this area. He's a TBM 930, so he's probably on FS 2020. He's having himself a nice little time down there. Well below us, but he is climbing, and he's no way he's going to come up here to meet us, though. We did expect some icing too, so I'm going to put my de-ice on as well, and structural. We don't have structural. What's that? That's instrument lights. We're supposed to be crossing top of climb right now, and we are 4,000 feet short of that. It looks like this plane burns more than the sample aircraft on SimBrief does, so I'm going to set like a 5% increase on this plane on SimBrief real quick. Type ERJ2, give it like a +5 on the fuel factor. I'm going to increase throttle just a little bit more. Still climbing. fuel situation is definitely getting better, though. Alright, 1,000 to go. I'm gonna look at the weather ahead of us. Oh, we're detailed locked to 90 anyway. Level off flight level 290. We're inside both that icing and that turbulence air met. What's our destination weather look like? Visibility's 10, clouds scattered, 3,900, scattered 5, broken 9, temp 6, dew point 0. Go precip, altimeter 3000, runway 19 is in use. Plane, does this look like Mach 0.7 to you? Speed the fuck up. We're supposed to be at Mach 0.77. Why the hell won't you get there? I guess I'm just gonna have to manually control it. Which is kind of realistic. The real RJ doesn't have an auto throttle. This one does because I like it. Alright, where did I say our top of climb, or top of descent was? I think it was just before... Alright, yeah, it's 8 miles before Sabbath is the top of descent. Heading to now. FMS has it a little further back than that, though. Right there. So waypoint 1 is our top of descent. No way, that should be prior to Sabbath actually. Okay, I did that wrong. Delete waypoint 1, then go to target. I'll just do that manually. finally up to cruise speed, and it looks like it's holding there. Wow, I'm having to hold it 97% N1 to keep this thing at cruise speed. I forgot to send my top climb report, but it's okay. It's all automatic if it needs to be. How is everyone? Is there anybody watching? Or am I all by my lonesome? Centers in Canada is online right now. Listening, yeah, that's miles to go. So we can just look at this right here, and that will tell us how many miles until Sabbath. We start our descent. I'll start my descent 10 miles at Sabbath instead of 8. I hope that doesn't lead me too high. Let's preemptively look at the approaches in use. Okay, we have an ILS and 2 RNAVs. 19 is the one we're expecting, right? Yeah, they're using 19, winds 180 at 11, so yep. Runway 19, it is. Which means that's a far runway from where we're heading, which means the RNAV is what we're going to take. Let's look at our options as far as RNAV goes, or as far as the procedures go. Targi is just south of the airport. I think that's one of the waypoints on the SID out of there, or the ODP. Yeah, Targi 1. So that is an outer marker, or a locator at 415. I'm going to tune that, actually. 4, 1, 5. And let's have that set on here. Okay. So I know where that's at then. That's just south of the airport. Since there is no controller online, we would have to vector ourselves. I don't have little nav map running, and I don't particularly want to. I'll start it up real quick. That would make my life a lot easier if I had little nav map running. I could just look and see what's going on. Alright, it's looking like our best bet is going to be head either the Jiggby transition or the Query transition is going to be our best bet. That's what it's looking like. Let's see, approach. RNAV 19. What's the... Okay, little nav map just jumped in front of my face. Yes, yes. Open the flight plan real quick. This one. We're on our way to Sabbath. All right, show me the arrival procedures at Yellowstone. at 10,500. One 5,000. And 3,000. 12,800. That might be our best bet for a smooth entry. That way I don't have to go out there and then do a teardrop entry. Let's take that one. We'll do the query transition. Insert that. All right, query transition. And I'm actually going to, from query, we're going to bypass target and go from Sabbath to query. At query, I'm actually going to put a waypoint in front of that. We're going to put Waide, W-A-I-D-E, W-A-I-D-E in front of query. Now I want to be at 1,500 at Waide, 3,000 at query, 2,000. And then Nasiv at 1,500. Alright, and I'm also going to do an extra thing. I'm going to look at little nav map, and we'll see where the runway is. I'm actually going to add the runway threshold to flight plan as a waypoint. And that is at 41.9. If we go north, 4441.9, west, 11106.6. 11106.6 here. Yep, and that's our waypoint. After that, it is HIPEV, HIPV, HIPEV. And then Waide again, WAIDE. And that's our full procedure. Waypoint 1, crossing altitude for the runway, 6,600. And then I'll just put 1,500 for Waide. Alright, 20 miles out from Sabbath. Now there's actually a hold at Waide. Second time around. Okay, since we're actually going to Waide right now, we don't need to enter that. Alright. And we are set up, ready to go. Looks like our top of descent's actually calculated correctly this time. It wants us to descend at about 1,500 feet per minute at the moment. Alright, I'll throttle back at 12 to go, and we'll start down at 10 to go to Sabbath. VORs we need to tune? The Yellowstone VOR DME's been decommissioned. So nope, there are not. Alright, stand by to throttle back. Throttling back. And start down. Alright, beginning our descent into Yellowstone. Anyone near us on somewhere? Nope. We're all by our lonesome. All by our lonesome, as is usually the case. Why did it freeze for a second there? That was weird. Everything's still good? My live stream still going? Let me check that. Yeah? Stream's still going. Freaking weird what it just did. Waifu! Is that the waifu? Waifu CT, my friend on Steam and Discord? We are live indeed. Thank you for the follow. How you doing, dude? I've tried to freaking talk to you several times and you never reply. I hadn't talked to you in a good minute. How you been these days? Well, thank you for the follow. Work, life, it's been fun. I know the feeling. I do know the feeling. I didn't have a freaking graphics card since November of 2020, and I just got this one like a couple months ago. So I haven't been able to game, which is why you probably hadn't really seen me anywhere. I do know the feeling of that work life getting in the way of stuff, though. Yeah, geez, it was rough. I played Stardew and Crosscode. That's about it. Because they're basically, they can run on a toaster oven. Oh my god, dude, the GPU market is 50 different kinds of fucked. And the one I got isn't even really that great. It doesn't even have an external power thing. Like, I had a 770, right? And it would plug into the power supply with its own cable. This one doesn't have that. This one apparently pulls all the juice it needs from the motherboard, which is a bit concerning. It's probably not that powerful, but at least I can game again and stream, so